Hey, what's up, guys? Your neighbor Gilly Momo in Entrada. How you guys doing today? So, many of us are having the lovely AT&T outage issue, yes. And I'm seeing in the comments, oh, I'm just gonna go switch carriers. Well, I advise you not to do that if you're on AT&T for a lot of reasons. One, Comcast is fine, but you're gonna switch, and then when they go out, you're gonna be wanting to hop back and forth. So, my advice to you, for those of you that have the alarm system, believe it or not, you're already paying for a second internet connection in your house because your panel actually supports Wi-Fi. Believe it or not, you can turn that on. For especially for those of you that work from home, you can turn that on and use that as a failover in case you need internet access because your Qualysys panel actually has a SIM card in it. And another alternative, in for especially for those of you that have elderly and that have devices that severely rely on internet, my suggestion is either if you have say AT&T like I do, get a second line, which I'm now considering this because given how long it's been out. But get you a second line, but pay for the lowest tier. So in the event that you, or if it's absolutely necessary, get you a second ISP. You can do Comcast, you can do Verizon, you can do I think the AT&T has their SIM card variant of the same internet service. It may not be as fast, but it works. You can do that if it is absolutely necessary and you're considering having such backup. And honestly, if you do say AT&T like that, you can also bundle it together for a little bit lesser price. Like get one of those Nighthawk pucks. Um, but for those of you that I couldn't, my IT brain goes nuts because I work in IT for a living. Been in the Army for 20 years. That's the first. So this is what I do for a living. As a matter of fact, my parents' house up in Ponte Vedra, we're all in the same county here. They have two internet connections for this. Well, technically three, because my mom's got Verizon, one of those Verizon routers. Dad has DSL, which is really dog slow, and then I actually have a Comcast business line. But for those of you that severely rely on the internet, I just want to make that suggestion. Don't just go jumping just because AT&T is doing things, because Comcast is equally as bad as AT&T as they all are. They're all in the closet together. And if I had it my way, this whole neighborhood would be its own ISP in its first place. But I digress. So instead of jumping carriers, think twice before you do that because Comcast likes to creep in every 2 years and change your prices. I've dealt with that, been doing that, been in this county for 13 years or so, or something like that. But yeah, before you go jumping, definitely just consider that and getting a SIM card auxiliary internet or a secondary internet line for get the lowest tier just in case they have it as a failure. Yes, I know it's a bit of an extra cost, but if it is absolutely necessary for you, that's what I encourage. Okay, so but yeah, it's your they were Joey Momo. I just had to clear up that air because whew, yeah, y'all were giving me some of y'all's comments were giving me a mild coronary, and I, in good conscience, as your neighbor, with the one who kind of knows the ins and outs to these things, could not let y'all sit there and be in the dark. So feel free to comment below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer, or if you want a suggestion, because yeah, it's really at the end of the day, doesn't matter who your carrier is. They all have the same problems. It's a matter of preference, and I prefer AT&T because they have synchronous. Comcast doesn't have this feature. So anyhow, this is your neighbor Gilly Momo. You guys take care, and y'all have a great evening. Take happy fall.